Hello, everyone. Welcome to Everything Football and welcome to another episode of the Prediction Show. The game weeks just keep on coming and we're here to predict Match Week 16. So we usually predict 10 games, but one of the games this week has been cancelled or postponed. That's the Tottenham-Brighton game. So we'll only be predicting 9 games. Back with me again is Ben. Obviously, he's one of the guys who've beaten me already this season so far. As I take a look at the scores, back in, I think it was match week 2. How are you, Ben?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Hoping to sort of make it 2 wins out of 2 for the rest. And we'll have to see when that Brighton Spurs game's rescheduled and sort of do our predictions then for that single game.
Yep, imagine that. And so last time we predicted with you was back in match week 2. That was the day Liverpool played Burnley. You actually predicted a 2-0 win for Liverpool. You were spot on in that. And you also predicted a 2-0 win for Brighton over Watford. You're also spot on with that. So let's hope we don't get too many spot on this week. And Josh has beaten me twice, annoyingly, and Ben has beaten me once. Let's hope it's not 4-0 to the Grudges. That would be very embarrassing. They're FPL experts, but not Premier League prediction experts. So let's see how it goes. The first fixture will actually be on Friday night. That will be Brentford against Watford. Newly promoted two teams that Ben would know, obviously being in the Championship last season. Which one do you think will emerge victorious in this one?
I can honestly see quite a lot of goals in this one. We've seen before, like Brentford, they just attack, and Watford can't defend, so their best form is just to attack as well. So I think it's going to be quite a high-scoring game. I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw in this one.
2-2 draw. I actually think Watford will get the win here. Dennis has been on good form, King, and without Tony for Brentford, I know they did get a couple of goals against Leeds even without Tony, but I can't see it again. So I'm going to go for Brentford 1, Watford 2. And then heading into Sunday, the first game will be Manchester City against Wolves. Wolves gave Liverpool a game last week, but do you think this is another 3 points for City?
Yeah, I think it is. I mean, these 3 boys at the top, they're always going to keep on winning. I think Wolves are going to run them pretty close, and I think they're going to be tough to beat and stubborn to beat. But I think that City team with the quality they have and the players that they've got up back in are just going to be too much for them. So I'm going for City to win 2-0.
City to win 2-0. I'm going to go for more goals. I think Wolves will get a goal. So City 3, Wolves 1, a high-scoring game. Then the next game will be Liverpool against Aston Villa. This is a big game for obvious reasons. So do you think Gerrard will get the 3 points, or will he let his former team, Liverpool, get the 3 points, the team he supports?
This is a really tough one to predict because I think Aston Villa, they ran City really, really well and they just ran out of steam at the end of the game. Although Liverpool, you know, the form that they've been on this season, they've been fantastic. I'm going to go for a 1-0 Liverpool win again for the second week in a row. They obviously beat Wolves last minute. I think they're going to score in this game and kind of try and hold out. And, you know, I think Aston Villa will run them very close. But I think Liverpool just come out on top with that 1-0 win.
1-0 win for Liverpool. I can see more goals in this one. Watkins and Salah. I'm actually going to go for the highest scoring game of the weekend. Liverpool 4, Aston Villa 2. Going to go for a very interesting game there, 4-2 to Liverpool. And then the next game is Arsenal against Southampton. Arsenal losing back-to-back games, 3 losses out of the last 4. Southampton, I mean, this season they've gotten a couple of good draws against United, against City. Do you think it's another disappointing day for Arsenal?
I think it's going to be a close one again for Arsenal. I think, you know, looking back and thinking back to other games, there hasn't been too many goals between these two teams when they've played each other. I think Arsenal are going to bounce back, though. I think they've got the quality to. I'm going to go again for another 1-0 win to the home side.
1-0 win. I mean, that will be another clean sheet, so I wouldn't mind that. I'm going to go for Arsenal 2, Southampton 1. I think Southampton will get a goal. I can see Shea Adams getting a goal there. And then the next game at the same time with Arsenal and Liverpool will be Chelsea against Leeds. A very injury-struck Leeds again. I think Bamford is out again. Phillips, Rodrigo. Surely an easy win for Chelsea.
You say that, but Chelsea also have a lot of injuries in that midfield. So I think we could end up seeing a few goals in this one. I'm sort of leaning towards Chelsea still. They're the better team. I know they had a hiccup midweek, but Tuchel, he's not the sort of manager to sort of sit down and take games like that. So I'm going to go for Chelsea to win 2-1.
Chelsea to win 2-1. I'm going to go for Chelsea 3, Leeds 0. I can see a clean sheet there for Chelsea. So Ben has predicted the first 5 games fast. Obviously, there's supposed to be another 5 games, but I'm going to go fast on the next 4. The last one on Saturday will be Norwich against Manchester United. I mean, the fixtures for Manchester United between now and March are all very, very good. So they have to start winning from here. United never keep clean sheets, so I can see Norwich scoring. I'm going to actually go for Norwich 2, Manchester United 3.
Wow, going for a big scoreline there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm almost thinking the opposite. I think Rangnick, since he's come in, I know it's a small sample size with Crystal Palace and Young Boys where they've rotated a lot, but I think defensively they're going to be a lot more solid. Dalot going forward, he's obviously a threat. Varane coming back in as well. I'm going to go for a 3-0 win to Manchester United.
I mean, I'm muted, obviously. I'm not sure why I'm muted, but yeah, I've never seen United keeping clean sheets like that, whichever manager they have. So that will be a surprise, but 3-2 for me, 3-0 for Ben. The next game will be Brighton against Tottenham. Obviously, won't be played. So Burnley against West Ham. I mean, West Ham have been very, very good since last season. I mean, they just keep on winning and winning. Burnley at home are usually a tough team to play against, so I am going to go for Burnley 1, West Ham 2, another win for West Ham.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough one to predict. And, you know, I don't see West Ham keeping the clean sheet against Burnley. I think they'll do just enough. I'm going to have to, and I know you probably don't like this game, but I'm going to have to go with the same result as you. I think it's also going to be a 2-1 win to West Ham. I think we both, hopefully, have got it spot on there.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, there's no problem in predicting the same as obviously, if you think that's going to be the score, no problem at all. The next game will be Leicester against Newcastle United. Now, Newcastle surprisingly have beaten Leicester over the last couple of years at the King Power Stadium. Leicester, I've just watched their game right now. They've just lost to Napoli, so they're out of the Europa League. They're into the Conference League. I don't know whether they'll be motivated for this one. Newcastle, after Leicester, they have some tough fixtures, horrible fixtures. So they have to try and get something here. And I think they will. I'm going to go for Leicester 1, Newcastle 1.
Yeah, it's a good prediction. I'm going to think that Leicester might bounce back, might not. They've obviously got a lot of players out. Kind of just seeing now on my screen to the side here who they've actually got on their team, and they've got a lot of players out and you know, a few players in. But I still think they're going to get the result. I'm going to go for a Leicester 2, Newcastle 1.
Leicester 2, Newcastle 1. That's a tight game, but I can see them getting a couple of points there, maybe. Don't see it being comfortable for Leicester though. And then the last game on Sunday will be Crystal Palace and Everton. I mean, Everton surprisingly beat Arsenal, and Palace have been not in the best of forms recently. Do you think that result against Arsenal will help Everton bounce back? For me, I think Palace 2, Everton 2.
Yeah, I mean, this is a really difficult one to predict because it could go either way, really. I'm thinking, you know, Palace is stalling a little bit under Vieira. Everton are sort of back and forth, really. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw, though, for this one. I don't think either team going to have enough to sort of get the 3 points. Yeah. Yes, Everton had a good result against Arsenal, but can they keep that going? I'm not so sure.
I mean, they'll need to, because as well, Everton, just like the other teams, have some tough fixtures coming up, not too easy. So for Crystal Palace, I think they're going to get a point here, which won't be that much. Both teams are like in the first part of the bottom half of the table. So let's see how it goes. So those are the 9 predictions for this week. Obviously, the next questions, bonus questions, one player to definitely score. For me, I'm going to go for Dennis against Brentford on Friday.
Okay, one player who I think is definitely going to score. I'm going to go for one of the obvious calls. It's Cristiano Ronaldo against Norwich. He loves stat padding against the weaker teams, and I think he's going to do it again.
I can see a hat trick. I can easily see a hat trick there for Ronaldo. And then total number of goals this match week.
I'm going to go for 22 goals this match week.
22. I feel like that's too. Okay, so there's 9 games, but City, Wolves, Liverpool, Villa, Norwich United, I can see a bunch of goals. I'm going to go for 26 goals. So 4 more higher than you. So those are the predictions for this week. Thank you, Ben, for coming on. Let's hope you don't beat me again. Where can they follow you?
So yeah, FPL graduates everywhere, sort of every social media platform. We're on it. Yeah, go and check us out, guys.
Thank you, man. So the results will be on Twitter. Make sure to check it out. Again, there's more fixtures in midweek, so we'll be back again on Monday or Tuesday. Thank you for watching. Keep staying safe, and I'll catch up with you guys on the next one.